You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Dziś znowu odcinek gościnny w formacie częściowo po polsku, częściowo po angielsku. Ale nie martw się, dla Irene angielski to też nie ojczysty język, więc na pewno zrozumiesz. Uznałam, że wartość tego przekazu w oryginale jest o wiele większa, niż gdybym próbowała na siłę go przetłumaczyć. Jeszcze jeden króciutki komentarz, zanim zostawię Cię z treścią tego, o czym mówiłyśmy. Dzisiaj mówiłyśmy o edukacyjnych ilustracjach i o tym, jak proces rysowania, trochę jak proces nauki rękodzieła, może otwierać takie pokłady kreatywności w nas. Wystarczy dać sobie tylko na to przyzwolenie. Ale nie zdradzam tego, co w wywiadzie. Chciałam Ci tylko dać znać i wyjaśnić jedną kwestię, którą poruszamy na początku. Irene to też koleżanka z programu online MBA, czyli SOMBA. Jak się domyślasz, bardzo próbowałam nie mówić na temat tego programu, ale jednak Irene dołączyła do programu w podobny sposób, o którym już mówiłam w kilku poprzednich odcinkach o afiliacji. Dołączyła poprzez swojego coacha takiego rozwojowego, biznesowego, Janet. Janet to też afiliantka programu SOMBA. Dlaczego zwracam na to uwagę? Bo chcę Ci pokazać, że ta społeczność to również osoby, które są bliżej, dalej związane z samym programem i często przyglądają się temu, co dzieje się w programie przez długi czas, zanim w ogóle do niego dołączą. Irene zaprosiłam, ponieważ poznałyśmy się podczas wydarzenia, takiego spotkania corocznego na żywo, Sigrun Live. Zresztą podlinkuję sprawozdanie z tego wydarzenia. Tam już Irene mieliście okazję usłyszeć przez kilka chwil. Ale wiem, że już dużo wcześniej myślała o programie SOMBA i to właściwie była tylko taka formalność. Dzięki temu miałam możliwość po prostu zaproszenia ją do programu i ona też tym chętnie poświęciła czas, żeby podzielić się swoimi refleksjami na temat ilustracji edukacyjnej, bo tym właśnie się zajmuję. Nie przedłużając, odsyłam się do treści naszego wywiadu. Oczywiście wszystkie informacje o naszym gościu znajdziesz w przypisach do tego odcinka. Do usłyszenia.
So hello, welcome our listeners again in English. Today I invited Irene to tell you a couple of words about what she does, because it's not often that we have such a guest who does incredible drawings like she does. We actually met in person during Sigrun Live in Zurich quite a time ago. That was actually a month ago or something. And when we talked, I also invited Irene to say a couple of words, so you probably know her from the episode about Sigrun Live. But I thought that there's so many interesting things to talk about drawing and having her own company and taking drawing online that definitely I needed to invite her once again. So hello, Irene. Can you tell us a couple of words about what you do?
Yes. Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm an illustrator, so I make educational illustrations, meaning that with my illustrations, I want to help companies or foundations to transfer their knowledge with illustrations and text mostly, but my task is to make illustrations with the text.
And how did it happen that we actually met in SOMBA, which is a program to create your online business? How did it happen that you entered this program? It could seem that, in this realm of drawing, it's hard to think about how to make it into scalable online business, but yet you're here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that is a good question. I'm still thinking about it myself and finding out ways. I have my business for about 10 years now, for more than 10 years. And I was at a point that I thought I have what I always wanted. I'm at a point that I really should be happy with what I established. But then I got a bit bored. So, and I thought, well, this boring feeling is not good. So I needed to do something about it. And I was looking for a business coach then. I found one in my home country in the Netherlands, Jeannette Bathorn, and she is connected to SOMBA. She's a real fan. So she took me with her. She introduced me to SOMBA. I joined, and then I thought I'll also go to Zurich. When I was just in SOMBA for about 1 month, but I took the chance and I wanted to go there. So I'm doing this SOMBA program now, and as you know, there's a Kickstart program. It is for people that just started this year, and it is meant to make your own online course. And Jeannette, my business coach, she said, well, just join this Kickstart, you should do it. And I thought, but I don't know what course I should make, what should I do? And I don't have any idea, and I don't know how to make this scalable. But then I decided, okay, I'll just join, I'll see where it will go, and maybe ideas will come. And so I just started it, and while doing it, I got more and more ideas, and I did a survey amongst interested people, and finally now I'm doing my first online course. I'm busy, I'm just in the second week, and it's about making educational illustrations for people that have a lot of knowledge, but they think they cannot draw themselves. So I learn them some basic drawing skills, and I also learn them how to translate their knowledge with illustrations to their target audience.
Yeah, that's like a perfect use of your skills, because basically we tend to go into this, visual language more than reading and checking up text. And it's always easier to grasp some graphics. I also see that with our handmade tutorials or patterns, that it's always easier to explain a new knowledge when you have this kind of visual pattern or some kind of even simple drawing. And it's oftentimes that we are just afraid of drawing. We kind of forgot how it was fun when we were younger, and now it seems that you either have to be a professional or you don't do it at all because you feel ashamed or something. And you're like a living proof that it could be actually fun to go back to drawing.
I hope so. Well, I'm really surprised happily surprised that the people that joined my course, they find this fun. They start the course with feeling fear and not daring, and then their first drawing, I asked them to make this drawing and to immediately put it online in our Facebook group. So then they share it with the people that join the course, and it helps them to come to show their drawing at least to this small group, and then to step to the world kind of is easier after that. You're doing so much similar things as we do, like teaching handmade. It's like going back to the roots, because it's kind of obvious that you kind of use your hands to basically, that's like your basic tool to show what you mean. Or like when we speak, we even use our hands to help ourselves, and drawing is so intuitive, and we kind of forget it while we grow up and start using computers and some fancy software. And it's so simple to go back to that. Do you find it like, does anything magical happen? Like
I bet there's something happening in your course, because I kind of feel that, once you start drawing, it's like there's no turning back to the point that you are, afraid again. And
I hope so. Well, this course is only just 1.5 week going now. So, but yeah, I have a lot of people that are really happy to have started drawing. And some people have stopped since they were 4 or 5 years old. So I'm really honored to be the person to help them start again. Yeah.
Wow, that's so fascinating. We will definitely link up your courses so that our audience could also see how it's, easy when you have a person that will guide you to go back to drawing again. It's so easy. You just sit by your card or take pencil or a pen and you just do it, but yet we don't do it, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah, and I think it's the safety of this group with people that know from each other. We all have this fear and we're all in the same boat, kind of. And I have some exercises to mute the perfectionism and to just start drawing.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's always our inner critic that stops us from doing things, and we start overthinking. That's a great tip, that you have this kind of method to mute this inner critic and just let ourselves start. Do you think it will lead you into like places you've never been? Because obviously, as you said, you've got this experience, 10 years experience in, very narrow niche. Is it something that you don't just, drop from day to day because you're bored? Do you feel it's kind of combining what you did and opening with something new? Or is it like kind of growth? How do you perceive this new business of yours?
I do feel the growth happening now. And I'm not sure in which form yet. I'm doing this course now and I really like it. I have quite a big group. I have more than 100 participants. I really like to with so many people still create kind of an intimate atmosphere. And to teach them things, to get them enthusiastic, and to make them do things that they wouldn't have done without this course. And I'm focusing on this course, and I'm just doing everything step by step. Everything's very new for me, but I already have lots of ideas for other courses as well. So I'm really excited to try other courses or to try to expand this. Yeah.
Wow, there's going to be more. Great. Do you think that there's, because, when you teach people like offline or show them what you do offline, it's obviously a different experience than when you take it online. Do you feel that it's some kind of better or worse, or maybe different in some ways when you teach people online?
That's a good question. I don't know. I have been teaching offline as well, but those were obviously small groups, like 10 to 12 people. Now it's a lot more, so I don't know everyone. If someone has a question, I have to think very hard, like who was this person? What was his or her field of knowledge? So that's a difference, but I do feel that it's still intimate and that we are really like a group. And I really like how diverse this group is. So it's meant for people that have a certain field of knowledge, and some people are from finance, some are biologists, some are medical people. So people are coming from very different areas of work, and so I really, really like that. And I think I wouldn't have such a diverse group if it were offline.
Yeah. What you said, that it's like a huge group, because it seems that 100 people is really quite a lot. That could be, impossible doing it offline. And yet, if you have it online, you can actually have all those people in the group and they all benefit in the same way. There's no this crowd feeling that we have on, offline workshops. And
exactly.
did you ever have like people from this handmade field also? I'm just like, curious. Maybe there are some handmade artists who kind of think how to show their expertise when, for example, teaching their handmade skills during workshops or something. We sometimes also take it online, and I'm just like, thinking with this devilish plan that if you kind of simplify it by visuals, always easier to take it online then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
I have to tell the community, I'm so glad that we're doing this episode. I kind of have to show this idea to our community, that actually showing what we do, or like what we can teach others in a visual form, that could really make things easier for us as well. Instead of long tutorials and showing step by step, we can actually draw that in a simple pattern that could be printed out, and you can work on your own without computer. So online, but without computer.
That's what I try to do in my course as well, to draw with pen on paper and then make a photo of it, very simple, and then that's it. So it's really simple. Yeah.
What would be advice for people who, are, eager to start, but kind of have this inner critic to start the drawing? What would you recommend them do?
Well, I think the first thing to do is to think about, or to change this perfectionist mindset. I made the comparison of learning how to drive. Like the first time that I was in a car, that I had my first driving lesson, I didn't know what to do. I thought I could move my wheel, but I didn't know how to do it, and I made a lot of mistakes. And my teacher was yelling, "Do this!" And I thought, "Oh, where's this button? Where should I put my feet? How to do this?" And then, so I felt really, really like an idiot. And then, it took a few lessons, like 50 lessons, which is quite a lot. But then I learned how to drive, and I got my license now. And we also know that after you got your driver's license, you're not the best driver in the world. So you still need to practice and practice and practice. And then maybe after 5 years, you're a real good driver. And I think it's the same with drawing. Maybe you need a little bit of talent, but I think without any talent, you can still come a long way if you just practice and accept that we need to make mistakes, that we need to make ugly drawings to get to this nice drawing. And also, like, some people sometimes draw something and then it coincidentally is a beautiful drawing, and then people say, but it's a coincidence. I didn't do this on purpose. And then I think, yes, but you allowed this coincidence to happen. So you can still tap yourself on the shoulder. You can still be proud of this drawing, also if it's coincidentally made.
It's so important what you said, because we're kind of used with our schooling system that we are being judged, right? It's a nice drawing, or that's not a pretty drawing, you're not good at drawing. And about 8 or 12, we're kind of destined to failure, or destined to be an artist, right? Because somebody said so. And we kind of, when we grow up, we kind of don't even allow ourselves to, try once again, because we kind of have this, mindset that somebody told us that we're not good enough, so we shouldn't even start, right? And it's so important what you said, that you work on the mindset, like as the first thing, that we just allow ourselves to draw. And it applies to so many things, not only drawing, like in our life, when we start with business. I also invited you to talk about the business, because as you said, you could be settled and, take coupons of what you did during last 5-10 years and kind of, live peacefully and quietly and everything would be okay. But you kind of search for something more. So you had this craving to, develop, grow. And how it happens for you now? I know that you're also a mom and there's a lot of things going on, and still you kind of try something new because you've got this need, this urge. How it kind of grew in you that you wanted to change something?
Yeah, I think I just felt that I needed to grow or to change. Yeah, grow mainly, because otherwise I would have been too bored after a while. And I know this. I know that in my career I have been bored a few times, and then I switched to another direction. And but this time I thought, but I'm doing illustrations now, educational illustrations. I really like it, and I don't to switch anymore. I don't have any idea where to. So I thought I should not switch. I should develop myself and grow. And I thought I don't necessarily want to grow on the illustration side right now. So I thought, well, then I have to grow on the business side. And I had the feeling like, I have a business for 10 years now and I'm earning my money, but I don't know anything about business. So I thought, I really need some mentoring in this and some guidance to see more possibilities, to learn how to grow my business. And I really, really like it. I really like thinking about what are possibilities and
Great. Do you feel that SOMBA in some kind of way helps you with that? Do you find this program kind of, a boost for growth for you?
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah. And it's also the people connected to SOMBA. So like you or everyone else, I met so many great, mostly women in SOMBA. And that also really helped me to belong to a group of inspirational entrepreneurs. And I think maybe 3 or 6 months ago, I only knew some entrepreneurs from my own hometown, my city where I live. And most of them don't really want to grow that much, or I didn't have many people to kind of to mirror myself on. Is that clear? Yeah. So, and I think now in the SOMBA group, I really felt like this is a group I really want to belong to. And I also felt I'm kind of the in business-wise, I'm kind of the youngest person there, so I have the least experience, but that doesn't matter at all. I didn't feel smaller than other people, or I only felt inspiration. So I really felt very welcome there, and that really helps. Yeah,
it's so great that you tell that, because obviously the age average is like way above our age. So we get this impression somehow that that you don't feel judged. You like work other way, that you get so many people to be inspired by, with this experience in life, with bold decision, because these women have nothing to lose. They've got less problems with small kids, at least. Yeah, and it's like so inspiring that sometimes they tell their stories that they waited their whole life to start something that they were thinking about, for 20 years. And we are so lucky to find this community to get inspired and do the things we want to do now, when we kind of, already can. And you don't have to wait until, kids grow up or some opportunity comes, because we have it on our plate. I don't want to take you too much of your time, but I still have like one question I very often ask my
my guest, because we tend to have so many things happening in our business and in our life. And sometimes we don't, overanalyze that. Things just happen and we kind of go along. But sometimes when we reflect, we have those moments that kind of change us or change what we do or kind of make a shift in our mind. Did you also have this kind of, lesson or maybe a moment in your business or in your life that kind of made you think, okay, I want to do something different? Did you have something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I had it after the birth of my second child, our son. I had a pregnancy leave, so I didn't work for a few months. And then after he was born, I did feel the urge to start working again, but I was so, I had a period also due to hormones and everything. I did not want to do commissions yet. Also, I didn't want to work for people. I just wanted to work for myself first. But I also thought, I don't know what direction to go in. And I think then I did a course on entrepreneurship, but not in a normal way, but more like entrepreneurship from the heart, from your passion. So it was not about money or clever things, but just where you feel your passion, your fire.
Yeah.
And I don't know the English term so well, but we did an exercise with words on the ground, and you had to stand on the words and feel what happened then. And then it became very clear to me that I wanted to really focus on educational illustrations. I did them before, but then I also thought I also want to make birth cards or wedding cards and maybe some posters and maybe do this and that. And I wanted to make like hundreds of sorts of illustrations. And then I felt the illustrations that I really like to make, that I have the most passion for, are the educational ones, to really transfer knowledge to children or to illiterate people. For example, I make illustrations for hospitals now, for people that are sick, to explain them what illness they have, what treatments they have to undergo. And I also make illustrations for farmers all around the world to teach them how to grow, how to do scientific experiments on their land to find out which crop is the best on their circumstances. Wow. And I really like to be able to help people in that way, to help empower people with knowledge. So that really that touched my fire. So I was really happy to find that out in that time, like some quiet month that I decided not to immediately go back to work again, but to take this time and to reflect. And then I could make this big change in focus at least. And I think after I made this decision, I changed my website as well. And I think 2 weeks after, I got a very big commission. And
it kind of proved that you're kind of finding your perfect way, right?
Exactly. So that was really a turning point in my career. Yeah,
I'm so grateful that you said that, because I kind of was aiming for this statement, because it's also the same with handmade. Sometimes people perceive drawing, handmade as those fun stuff that you do when you've got too much time. It's also perceived as time killer for pregnant moms or moms with small kids. And when we talk about it in terms of business,
in terms of being a professional, just as you are, as a professional who draws informational drawing, educational drawings. I'm so happy that you told about that, because it seems that there is this bigger mission behind what we do. And on the first glance, it might look easy, might look funny, or might look unprofessional. But once you dig deeper and you kind of stick to what you do, you stay in this zone of genius that you do, that you're really good at, it turns out that it makes you a professional. As you said, the more you practice, the better you are. And as this commission kind of confirmed, that once you found this way you want to go, that it kind of comes from your heart, the market kind of, approved that and just showed you that you're right. And it's so important.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That's such an important message. I hope our handmade community will get inspired by our conversation. And I just want to thank you so much for devoting this time to record this episode, Irene.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.